Welcome back. So, what I want to do now is what I like to do, and obviously, if you've done any coding, you'd understand that we like to have everything encapsulated within the same class. So at the moment, what we have is we've got our menu level, and we have our menu blueprint creating, or actually instantiating, what we call instantiating our widget. Now that's fine, it's not really a problem, but if we want to do it really, I guess, properly, we want to have that actually in our player controller class. That's sort of the place where we would prefer to have that. So what I'm going to do is, let's go and open up our player controller first. Player controller. Okay, and it's opened it up as the full blueprint, which is great. We don't want event tick, just get rid of that. In fact, yeah, just a hint here. If you want to be really a real stickler and you don't want tick to happen, you can actually untick that one. Untick the tick. Start with tick enabled. It's not a big deal, but if you want to reduce any sort of overheads, that's not a bad one to do. We're not too worried about it, but let's go back into here. And I want this code really to run in my player controller. So then what I can do is, if I want to create another menu, a menu level anywhere, I can just really put my main menu game mode in there, and that will all run automatically for me. I don't have to worry about going and putting this code again. First thing I want to do is make sure this doesn't run. So in my event begin play, I'm just going to hover over the execution point there, hold down the Alt key on the keyboard, and just do a left normal mouse click, bang, and it cuts the execution cord there. I'm then going to go and just grab all of this, Control C, and go to my player controller, and just go Control V, and wire that up. Now, interesting thing is, we could, at the moment we have, we're getting a player controller, which is us. We could just do this and say self, get a reference to self, and again, hold down the Alt key, left click on that, gets rid of those, and then we connect that up, one to there, one to here for our player controller. Was that the only one? I thought we had another one going in there. It looks like we did not. Maybe not. And just one other little housekeeping thing. If you want to make these things go straight, look a little bit cleaner, if I hover over here, you'll see that it kind of highlights that wire. If I double click, it creates a node for me, and I can go and move this around so these wires are a little bit more in line. So one thing I do, I'll do it on this one as well. Double click there, pull that down a bit. Double click here, pull that down a bit. And now we've kind of got things looking a little bit more tidy. So I think that should be all okay. Just one thing we've got at the moment, we don't have a main menu. We've just copied and pasted that. If we look at our variables, we don't have that as a variable. What I can do is just right click on here, create variable main menu, bang, it appears over here. The correct type and everything, all good. And I think we've got, oh, that was the one. Okay, that was the one. So that needs to be, actually the target self will work in here because we actually are in the player controller. So I could leave it that, or I can just drag that on there and do it like that. So it looks all nice and pretty and neat. If we hit compile, it's all good. So everything's looking good. Come into here, Control Shift S just to save everything. Fingers crossed, hit play, and there we go. And main menu is now appearing again. This time, it is being run from the player controller up here. So that's making that appear. So that means, again, just to reiterate, what we can do now is if we create another another level and we want that to be the main menu, or maybe we want different main menus for some reason, or if we just want to create, like a some sort of template project, we can have our main menu as part of that, our main BP main menu game mode, and pull that in easily, and it does everything we need it to do. So we can set this up, all the code in these particular blueprints, and it'll do what we want it to do. So let's just stop that. So let's actually get it to do something now, rather than just new game pressed. I actually want it to actually do something. So again, I'll pause here and come back, and we'll add some code to open up an existing level.